What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and in today's YouTube video, we have to talk about a brand new power hour that'll be going live later today called the Foundation's Fury Power Hour. You're seeing an image of it on screen right now, but this will take place from 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time to 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, with a rerun happening around 6 hours later at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time to 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It is described as this Saturday, the Foundation joins the fight in the Foundation's Fury Power Hour, and all players will be starting with a self-revive device, a Mythic Foundation's Power Gloves, a juiced up boom sniper rifle, and even you'll be able to have increased headshot damage and better accuracy when airborne. Now, I'm not for sure if that's just for the boom sniper rifle or if that's for all sniper rifles, so it waits for the power hour to be seen, but at least the boom sniper rifle will have increased accuracy, better headshot damage, and all that stuff while you're jumping around in game. Not only that, but the Stabilize the Rift anomaly, which actually gives you randomized loot and some items that are technically currently vaulted, will be guaranteed in every single match in either the second or third storm circle. On top of that, you'll be able to get bonus rivalry credits just by jumping in and doing your rivalry matches. Now, in terms of how many rivalry credits you're going to be able to get, it's kind of unknown, I guess you would say. Now, what I mean by that is when they've done this before, they've raised it up to around 40 credits whenever they've done the power hours. However, sometimes it's gone as low as only being 20 credits, being double. So it might be double credits, it might be triple, it might be quadruple. We currently don't know. We just know that during this time, if you want to go ahead and get credits in order to get yourself some easy mythic weapons in the game, or exotics, or whatever rarity they actually are, to be completely honest, then this power hour is going to be the best time to go ahead and grind that. Now, it's going to be interesting to see this Foundation Power Hour go on, because we haven't gotten an announcement of anything regarding, the Ice King having another Power Hour in the game, and there isn't going to be a score multiplier, as far as I'm aware, for actually participating in this for Team Foundation, though they could do a Team Foundation score multiplier, considering the fact that Team Ice King has already completed Act 2. Team Foundation still needs around 11 million points to complete it, so if they wanted to go ahead and speed run Foundation's, progress and everything leading up to the next game update, I could 100% seeing them use this power hour in order to give a multiplier to the Foundation team, just so when Act 3 finally releases and we potentially get that Overwatch collaboration that has been leaked and stuff, they can go ahead and give us a decent amount of stuff right away instead of having Ice King on Act 3 while Team Foundation is still on Act 2. I do want to know in the comments down below, though, what do you guys think about how these power hours work and how they go ahead and make it so certain rift anomalies end up being more common? Typically in the past, we've seen power hours in the form of wild weeks and stuff, and those were back before we really had rift anomalies in the game in this certain function. So it's pretty interesting to see how they've kind of shifted from wild weeks into this, hour only system, and how, some people, such as myself, have said in the past that it feels like it might be a little bit more for playtime than it is the actual activities or whatever else in the game. But I mean, it still makes the game feel a little bit more fresher, so regardless of if it's for playtime or not, it's nice to see things get shaken up. And would you like to see them do more power hours in the future that have unique gimmicks? One thing I can see them doing a lot more that I hope they do in the future is, for the Rivalry Showdown thing, I wish they would have more events where instead of being an hour before the Infinity Blade gets unvaulted in the game, they could do it a day or two before, we even get a special item in the game, that you have a power hour where you can use it early. I think they've already technically done this, but we haven't seen them do it too much. There's some items I could see them definitely doing it more often for, or having it so, we have a wild weekend or something, power weekend, for example, where we have certain gameplay rules enabled for an entire weekend instead of just being for only 1 hour. But of course, what they do in the future is up to them. They'll have to figure out and decide how they want to go ahead and modify Fortnite as time goes on. I just thought I would share some thoughts about it because I definitely thought there was a lot of ways they could improve power hours or make them more interesting, because certain things oh, you start with certain weapons, or oh, you get double rivalry credits, just isn't that interesting to me. It was hey, there's this item that hasn't been available for a long time, so you'll be able to use it, then maybe I'd be a little bit more interested. Or random idea, if there's an Epic Games employee watching this video somehow, hear me out, right? We have a power hour in the future where they switch up the loot pools. The reload loot pool ends up in Battle Royale, the Battle Royale loot pool ends up in reload or something, the OG loot pool and Blitz loot pools or something flip. It'd be something that sure, in some cases wouldn't be that good for people who just want to have an OG experience or whatever, so maybe don't touch OG, but it's still something that they could tinker with and potentially make into power hours that would be pretty fun to actually, experience. But of course, it's just me rambling and yapping on about the power hours and stuff that's kind of going on right now. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about this upcoming one? Will you be participating, or will you be playing other games? And I'll catch you champs and champettes next time with another upload. So like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and until then, peace out.